Hey, welcome back. I've got a special treat for you today. I'm going to talk to you about how to find some of that money in your business that's just dropping through the cracks. And I've got a really special guest. His name is Harris Love. He's from Financial Recovery Strategies. Hey, Harris, come on, say hello. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Harris Love. I'm the CRO of FRS. We specialize in class action claims management and recoveries for businesses from antitrust settlements that you probably don't know about. Maybe you do, and you need some help, but that's what we do. We work with on class action claims to help recover money for businesses across the U.S.
So folks, you get these little cards in the mail. And I don't know if you're anything like me, I round file them every single time. You're party to a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit, so on and so forth. And I always go, eh, you know, only person going to make money on this is the lawyers. And I round file it. And when I met Harris, Harris told me about this class action lawsuit that was the largest lawsuit ever settled in America for $5.4 billion. $5.4 billion for people that accepted Visa, MasterCard. Harris, maybe you can tell us a little bit about how that worked and what that worked out like and what else is coming.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the Visa MasterCard case was around for well over a decade. I started working that opportunity when my daughter was about 18 months old, and she's now going to high school, and the case is still ongoing. However, that claims process is ongoing right now. The claim filing deadline was in February, and for businesses that did not take advantage of that, that were open from 2004 through 2019 or January of 2019, they missed out on that opportunity, and that could be lost revenue or money back to the business for lost interchange fees that were from that time period. However, there are new opportunities, and there always are new opportunities that we are working on. So, especially for merchants, those who take Visa or MasterCard or any other payment cards as a form of payment, which is obviously huge volume these days, especially in America right now. There's now a Discover settlement that is coming along. It is about to get final approval, and it's going to be about $1.225 billion. And then there's going to be an EMV class action as well. There was just two settlements that were announced with Amex and Discover about a couple of weeks ago. They are not finalized yet, and that's going to be for around 35 million, although there's probably going to be additional settlements from Visa and MasterCard in that opportunity as well. And that is for EMV is for the chip readers. If you guys remember, we used to swipe our credit cards when we used to go to the store, and then all of a sudden we started inserting them, and they make that noise. Well, that is for businesses that accepted cards from 2015 through 2017. There's going to be an opportunity for that as well. So there's always new class actions that are coming along. If you missed out on Visa, MasterCard, it's now time to take advantage of these newer opportunities.
And so, this is pretty easy to do. If you want to do this, you simply go out and you fill out this form. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about this form here, Harris, and how it works.
Yeah, I mean, this is an enrollment portal that we have set up for James and his business and his clients. So this portal right here, very simple to fill out. If you go to this link that James has up on the screen, you just enter your company name, your tax ID, your business address, first name, last name, title, phone, and email address. The email address that you put into that section right there, whatever email is there, and then you hit submit a little bit lower down from there. Once you hit submit, it actually generates an agreement, what is called our comprehensive annual agreement, that will cover all class actions. So that's whether it's Discover, EMV, Blue Cross Blue Shield, which we'll probably discuss in a second, if that's relevant to your business, which we will again cover. That sends an agreement to your inbox. If once you Adobe sign that agreement, e-signature, you are then enrolled with us for the relevant opportunities that are there. It could not be more simple, James.
So, like you're saying, once I'm enrolled in this, I'm enrolled in everyone that's out there?
Yeah, you're enrolled in any of the relevant opportunities. So part of what our job is, as a client of our firm, is we are looking for opportunities that are relevant to your business. So obviously, if we see that your business was started in 1985 and is in the retail business or hospitality business, it's very, very likely that you accepted Discover card during the relevant class period for that case. And so we will enroll you in that opportunity. Of course, if we find that you're not relevant or not eligible for a case, we will withdraw that claim. We're not going to include you in that. Obviously, that's part of the dynamic between us and the client is understanding their business so that we can identify the relevant opportunities and those that are going to be eligible for a recovery for the business. But we're only going to enroll you in the opportunities that we find are obviously eligible, but also that are going to bring material value to your business. We don't want, to be enrolling you in opportunities that are going to bring you 25 cents. We're looking for the opportunities that are going to bring hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars back to the company.
And what does that cost me as a company?
So we work purely on a contingency basis of the recovery when the recovery occurs. There are absolutely no fees or costs associated with our work until there is a realization of that recovery. So how it works is these cases are ongoing. Right now, Discover is in this kind of pre-claim filing phase. Visa, MasterCard right now is in the post-filing deadline phase. Until these cases distribute, we are owed nothing. We do not earn our fee until there's a successful recovery of those, and it's purely contingent upon the actual recovery that the business gets.
And I know there's lots of these things going on at all times, but what would you say are the biggest ones that are going on right now?
Well, Visa, MasterCard can't enroll in any we can't enroll any new clients in that opportunity. So that's closed out now. We are working on all of our clients' claims to enhance those claims as we move along here. The big ones right now are Discover and EMV because it still affects a very, very large number of companies across America. Again, any business that accepted Discover cards from 2007 through 2023 are eligible for that. Those that accepted card present transactions from 2015 through 2017 are potentially eligible for the EMV opportunity. And then we have Blue Cross Blue Shield. That is for providers of healthcare that accepted Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance from patients between 2008. Let me give you those actual dates. July 24th of 2008 through October 4th of 2024. It is not for dental practices and vision practices. So you need to have accepted major medical insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, any of the blues across America for those dates that I had mentioned. If you're a healthcare provider, you should either try to enroll and we'll take you through that process and make sure you are eligible and then successfully file a claim. The deadline is coming up on July 29th. So we only have a couple of weeks left to enroll clients in that opportunity, collect their data, and make sure we have a successful claim submitted. But if you are unsure of your eligibility, you could always reach out to me on email. You can reach out to James and he can reach out to us. But we will walk you through that process and make sure that you're eligible to file a claim in the Blue Cross Blue Shield provider nationwide opportunity.
So if you're a business owner, you own a medical practice, or have ever been a business owner, you should probably be enrolling with FRS.
Yeah,
Be sure. Go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
what's really good, James, about a lot of these opportunities that even if you sold your practice, you sold your business, even if it was later in the class period of any of these opportunities, or even you sold your business after the class period ends, you were still eligible to get a recovery for the years that you did have eligible transactions or eligible, activity in the relevant case. So these cases, go back to 2008. Some of them go back to 2007. Visa, MasterCard went back to 2004. So many businesses, especially pandemic, post-pandemic, had a lot of business changes. There was a lot of M&A activities, selling off of businesses, people go into retirement. You're still eligible to get money back from those opportunities from the past transactions or products purchased.
But Harris, how would I know what I did in 2004, for God's sakes? That's a lifetime ago.
Yeah, some cases actually have what's called defendant data, and we're actually able to match you up, your business up to the transactions that were relevant for the class period. Other cases, we do need data sometimes. Sometimes that data could be very high level. Sometimes it actually needs to be a little bit more granular. Again, that's why you hire a claims management consultant like FRS, is to walk you through that process. Make sure that we can connect you to your data if there is. If you do not have data and the case requires data, we will sometimes come up with alternative methodologies to substantiate your claim when the data is not available. Sometimes we can't get around it. Again, that's why working on a contingency fee basis is very important to a business because let's say we walk you through that process and we hit dead ends along the way and we need to withdraw your claim. Well, at least you now could sleep well at night knowing you did your best to try to get a recovery on the opportunity, but you still owe no fee to FRS because we were unsuccessful in getting that recovery. That is why we work on a contingency basis. We are taking the risk along with you to hopefully get and maximize your claim to get you the max benefit from those opportunities.
So there really is no downside to enrolling here, folks. Just enroll, get on the system. That way, any kind of civil lawsuit that comes up that you may be a party to, you'll be able to get. You don't have to worry about those silly little cards in the mail anymore. Remember to like this video, share it with your friends and family, anybody that owns a business, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and remember to live like you're going to die tomorrow and plan like you're going to live forever because you just might. Harris, thank you very much for your time. Keep smiling and make it a great day.